What's up, everybody? Maine Fly Guys here today. We're going to be tying this emerger x-caddis, a great pattern that I tied last year that worked really well for me in the fall. So in my Maine Fly Guy fly box, which you can get on our website for $9, silicone, waterproof, pretty good deal if you ask me. We have a Firehole 315 size 14 hook, and we are going to be tying this emerger pattern, this x-caddis. So I use orange as the sort of case, the husk or shuck, if you will. So I'm just going to catch that on top and work all the way to basically where I feel comfortable. I like to get a nice bend in the hook. I like to get it down into the bend, pretty far down, not too far, right? Not where the pinch point would be. And then I'm just going to do touching wraps moving forward. And it's sort of tough to see here, but when you do the orange, a little bit of that orange coloration pokes through the body of the fly, and I kind of really like that. So I just have a nice thread base there, nothing serious. You can coat it with glue if you want, but I'm tying a bunch of these for an order, and I never really use glue. It's sort of an unnecessary step, I think. So so from here, I like to take just a little dubbing, just a little bit, and put it down because I'm going to be dropping some deer hair down. And if you want to stop deer hair from spinning, you can just put a little bit of dubbing down and that will solve your problem. So I have stacked my deer hair, and I basically want to line it up so that the tips are right at the back edge of the hook. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to line it up so the tips are right out, and remember, they're going to flare up when you cinch them down. So I'm going to cinch them down, and then I'm going to move forward a little bit, right to hopefully behind the eye of the hook. So you have, you know, a little gap there. And then I'm just going to try and catch all that hair to try to make it uniform, or as uniform as I can. So I'll push down on it just to flare that tail out a little bit. So you can see there, it's got a nice base, nice flary base. And all of this stuff I've tied in that sort of base there right before the eye, which is what I want. And so now I'm going to come in with some grizzly hackle. And I'd say this is a bit undersized. I think it's probably more of a 16 than a 14. So I'm going to go right to where I finished those wraps, and then I'm just going to do some touching wraps here. Should usually get like 4 or 5 wraps. If you have more than that, it kind of looks silly. So there's 5.5, which is pretty good. I'm only going to cinch it down once, and then I'm going to pull everything back and move to the front. Just do a couple wraps, and then I'm going to whip finish the front. This way I can grab everything, so you don't need to cut it just yet. There, so just make a nice little space there for when you go to tie in. You know, when you go to tie in, you like some space there. So from here, I'm just going to grab everything, kind of pull it forward a little bit, make a little caddis head, and come in and clean up some of the stragglers. And there we go. There's a super buggy. Oh, I'm kind of one step left. Trim that tail. I just like it to be, you know, a little length, but there is our fly. Super buggy, floats really well, and fish seem to love it. So I hope you enjoyed this pattern. Again, as I mentioned earlier, if you're looking for a new fly box, we just got some new tippet in. If you're looking for some new 5-weight line. We have a bunch of new products up on our website, so feel free to check them out. If you have questions about this pattern, or you want to buy this pattern, or you just want to talk about flies, feel free to reach out. Instagram, Facebook, here on YouTube. Reach out to us and let's get a conversation started. So thank you for watching, and we hope to see you next time.